But I do believe, like, at the end of the day, if we get quiet enough and quiet the noise, we do have an inner voice that we can connect with that is our unconscious or our subconscious. Or, like I'm saying, like, the direction I was hoping he went with was like that one where you're trusting your gut instinct. It's the one that you are born with. And for me, energetically, I think of that as like the divine light that's always connected to source. And if we get really quiet and we practice, like I think when we're born, we're very connected to that inner voice. And then as from day one that you're born, and some would maybe even argue as you're in utero, the conditioning's already started, right? But again, from the energetic perspective, I feel like no matter what our conditioning is on the outside world, we're always deeply connected to the spiritual, the mystic, the energy, the life source, universe, God, whatever you want to call it. And the more human we get, the more disconnected we become from that.
I feel like I have so many puzzle pieces that I'm like, I don't even know if we're working on the same puzzle. This is awesome. Like, can you put a 3D puzzle together? But because I think it was with you that we had talked about, I think it was with you about the concept of like, if you're a recycled soul and then being able to pick your parents. Yeah. Yeah.
We did.
So that's where, and then also the thing with like before, like while you're in utero, like being connected to that source and that kind of stuff, I definitely could see and agree with, because they've proven that when a baby like comes out of utero, like the things that mom like said or did or experienced, right? Like the baby has those reactions, or the baby instantly already knows mom's voice, right? Like there's so many things that a baby knows immediately before it's even out of utero.
Yeah.
You know,
but then that same being, that same little person, right? And you had to have experienced this at some point in your life. I would argue if someone says, I've never, where you just innately know something and you have no clue to how or why you would know it.
Do you think that has to do with that gut feeling? Like gut?
Yeah,
trust
100%.
your gut, that kind of stuff?
Now here's another fun little story.
Tell me.
And I wanted to share it yesterday, but I'm like, nope. This is when little Willow she had to have been 2, because her and Ayla are like 3, almost 4 years apart. So, and I used to watch Willow, Wednesdays with Willow is what we called it.
Cool.
And I watched her on Wednesdays. And one time we were playing, and Willow from the minute she popped out, I swear that girl could talk. Like, and she had a killer vocabulary like no other 2-year-old. And you could understand her. It wasn't like baby talk. I'm like, wow. Okay, whatever. Like, I thought my kids were like, wow. And then she was like, wow. And then like Ayla's like super wow. And anyways, that doesn't matter. That's just me being grandma.
Bias. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a little. I'm being weird now. But this actually did happen, and it was of no influence of me. And I don't think it could have been influenced by her mom and dad, because when I told them the story, they were just as shocked as I was. And I still have this drawing. So we're playing in her playroom at my old house, the one that Hunter now has. And we were playing doctor or vet. I can't remember. It was kind of like the same. Sometimes I was an animal and sometimes I was a person. She was always the vet, always the doctor. But she has this little clipboard, like this big. It was like this, with a little blank piece of paper and a pencil. And she told me what to draw. And she told me to draw her laying down on a bed. No, she's 2, laying down on a bed, and then draw a picture of her up above looking down at herself sleep. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I had a dream like that last night, Grandma, where she was watching herself sleep. So when Tucker was talking about like remote viewing and like astral projection and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, do I? Yeah. So I told Carly and Brody about it, and Carly and Brody are pretty mystical in their own way too, like, and very magical, but both of them are like, how?